So at the start of the programme, I was horrifically unfit. I don't even kind of think back to how it was then, but now I'm confidently running 5 kilometres a couple of times a week, along with a couple of weights workouts as well. This was not an overnight success, it was a gradual journey, but they've both been there throughout the progress I've been making to keep me on track, offer the kind of congratulations and that cheerleading aspect when things were going well, but also to deliver a slight shove in the right direction when things were starting to slack a little bit, or when there's times when it was easy to make excuses. I decided I needed some help and advice in my weight loss and fitness journey shortly after lockdown. More than a few bad choices during lockdown had led to gradual weight gain and a decrease in fitness. It was getting to the point where I was unhappy with the image that I was seeing in the mirror. It was the heaviest I'd ever been, and it wasn't me that I was looking at in the mirror anymore. This was leading to a little bit of grumpiness generally in life, which was having a knock-on effect to other areas, and I just needed that kickstart to help get me on a path to returning to a me that I recognised more. Since being on the programme, I've noticed some huge differences about myself physically, my general mood and demeanour, and also my fitness levels. So in short, during the time that I've been working with Ryan and Nick, I've lost 20 kilos, and that journey is still going on. From where I was at the beginning, it seems like a huge amount if someone had said that to me, but now I am where I am. It has been a really good journey. It has been challenging at points, but it's never been to the point where I didn't think I could keep going. And going through a journey where you lose that amount of weight is not going to be easy, because everyone will be doing it and they'll be able to do it on their own. But having the guidance, support there from Nick and Ryan and the other facilities available on the programme has kept me on track throughout and made sure that I've been able to take actions which have been sustainable and also in a way enjoyable along the way as I've been making my progress. The Unstoppabl coaching programme has got a load of positive points about it. It's really accessible to keep track of your weekly fitness programme. That's all done through the app, and that can be kind of jiggled around each week to fit into your schedule. Nick and Ryan are really great at supporting you and keeping you on track throughout, but also giving that slight kick up the backside when needed, because it is easy to make excuses about why things can't be done, but they're always on hand to remind you about why things should be done as well. If you're thinking about a training programme and you're on the fence, you're not quite sure what to go for, what I'd suggest is think about what you're trying to do so far, what your goals are, and how successful you've been at reaching them. I know that the goals were the same distance away after everything I tried. Working with Nick and Ryan, it has been tackling each small challenge as the time progressed. The other benefits of working with Nick and Ryan and the Unstoppabl coaching programme is where need be there can be some flexibility brought into the programme at weeks where it's just not possible to be absolutely sticking to the rules. I had a couple of weeks where there were pre-booked holidays planned, and it was absolutely okay that I'd be eating pizza and drinking beer on those occasions. There was no bad foods that were off the menu, but at the same time it was looking at that holistic approach of, well, we can't eat pizza and drink beer every night, so for the rest of the week, how are we going to make that balance across all of the food that we're consuming, and then the exercise that we're fitting in as well. The programme was more than just a weight loss exercise. It very much is about changing mindset and bringing in good habits that are maintainable and sustainable going forward. So whether that be regular reminders of, are you drinking enough water, are you getting the fruit and veg in, are you eating those apples? Nick, this one's for you, just to stave off that hunger. Apples were definitely up on the top of the list of recommendations. All of those things sound easy to do in a way, which they are, but how many people actually do them on a day-to-day basis? It's easy to know what to do, but it's much harder to actually do it every single day. Having Nick and Ryan there to support, remind, kick in some occasions to keep you on track was absolutely invaluable. As well as having the support and guidance from the app, which was always accessible, and also the workouts being done from home most of the time. I had a gym membership for a short while, but once the weather got better, I tended to do most of my runs out on the road, and with a few weights at home was able to complete a lot of the workouts, which made it much easier to fit in around business and everyday life. So next steps, what's next for me? I'm certainly going to be carrying on with a lot of the learning and the habits which I've learned throughout the programme. So the factoring in of exercise and training into my weekly schedule, setting the time aside to make sure I can fit that in. Yes, it has that the benefit of burning those calories and keeping me fit, but also it gives an element of kind of time and headspace to think about the rest of what's going on. Being always sat at the desk isn't the best way to get results a lot of the time. Having that time away, whether that be a short 15-20 minute weights workout, a walk or a slightly longer run, gives that time to focus and also think about some of the things which don't necessarily occur to you when you're always sat in the chair. Or I should say standing at the desk as well, because that's another element which was very much promoted during the programme. Any sort of movement is good. So I'll be keeping as many of those habits in place as possible, drinking the water, eating the vegetables, particularly the apples, nod to Nick on that one, and trying to make sure that I keep making the progress going forward.